while every other nationality that has ever been wronged in this country has pretty much...
Honestly, too, bro, people like this truly grind my gears, gang, because it's like, why do you take everything and try to circle it back to slavery? Like, that shit's so fucking irritating, bro. I don't understand how you motherfuckers can hang around people like that all the time.
I'm too turned up. 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 I'm too turned up.
Alright, y'all, so apparently there's been some issues going on with the Tendernism nigga, bro. Apparently motherfuckers think he is on some get out, he's trapped, he's working for the white man, he's tiptoeing, okay? Think about the Django and Samuel L. Jackson. They're kind of dynamic in that movie. Apparently this is kind of what's going on in the people's mind.
This nigga up on that nail.
Oh, Stephen, you have nails for breakfast. What's the matter? Why you so ornery? You miss me, huh?
Oh yes, sir. I miss you like a hog miss flop, like a baby miss mammy titty. I miss you like I misses a rock in my shoe. Now I ask you, who this nigga on that nail?
It's Snowball.
So we just finna dive in real quick, see what Flacco talking about, bro. What's really happening with the Tendernism guy? Also, the video is called, this Keith Lee video just ruined their life. I'm moving a little ahead of myself, I'm sorry. Video by Poetic Flacco, bro. Okay, yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening.
After going from the internet's favorites to the internet most hated, and they're at a risk currently of losing everything they've ever worked for in the last decade after getting in the crosshair of Keith Lee today. There's this older black dude on social media who's been going viral for his food content. His content is pretty much him just pulling, the bone out the ribs.
Right. We know this guy. We've all seen him. We know who this is.
His name is Tendernism. Well, they actually have an actual restaurant called the Smokehouse Destinations, and Keith Lee came to the Smokehouse Destination to do a food review. The review started off as a pretty normal Keith Lee review, but by the end of the video, Destination Smokehouse was public enemy number 1. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi.
Respectfully, bro, this is his,
Marietta, California.
After using code Flacco to get $10,000 on your first deposit.
Me and my family are currently in Marietta, California, and this, in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my hand is food from Destination Smokehouse, with the Tenderism. My whole mission today, to see, in my opinion, is the...
I don't understand how y'all niggas get Tendernism and Rism. Or Tenderism. I don't see how y'all get that confused, nigga. It's Tendernism. But anyways, I'm sorry.
Actually, Tenderism. Or do I just love watching Unk? Let's find out together. I got it. Let's try it. And rate it 1 through 10. We spent $129.77. The customer service my family said was very good. This food was quick. It only took us 10 minutes to get it. And Unk is here, but Unk walk around with 4 different security guards, which I fully understand because people probably bombarding him non-stop. So I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10. Holiday yams, mac and cheese, coleslaw, 2 orders of Texas toast, 4 sides of barbecue sauce, and a 3-meat plate. I got a beef rib, some oxtail, and some brisket. We gonna start with what I came here for, the beef rib. I didn't touch it, I didn't do nothing. This is how it came.
It's already falling off the bone.
He gives them, a pretty great score. The food tastes amazing. But it's the end of the video that's getting a lot of controversy. So at the end of the video, Keith Lee had about $4,000 he wanted to donate to Mr. Tenderism, right? This is an older black dude, who's been making content online. He's everybody's favorite grandpa online. Keith Lee wanted to give him some money. However, when Keith Lee went to give him some money, something takes place at the restaurant that makes Keith Lee leaves without actually getting the meat.
Is this me?
Or give the $4,000 tip to Mr. Tenderism.
Sweet, cinnamon, a lot of spices and flavors. 8 out of 10. For me, the standout is absolutely the oxtail. But past the oxtail, the standout is Unk. Not only, in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that, to show your true personality, to be yourself, no matter how fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for it to go the way it's going. I think he just wants to show his love of food and his love of what it is that he's doing. I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unk. So, update. We could not get to Unk. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was going to give him a hand. They didn't take it, so we're not only going to take this money and feed some people, but we just going to do what we feel like we're supposed to do in the community. And as always, after this, I pray and hope that they continue to reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
The ending of this Keith Lee review sparked several uncomfortable conversations.
I'm not getting that though. Okay. You know me. I don't see how. Because the niggas doing a podcast, y'all are mad. Okay. Let's keep going. But from what I just watched, it seemed like that's what you niggas is mad for. So chill out.
The think pieces The first think piece was, oh, they too good to meet Keith Lee. Oh wow, they selfish. They not as nice and wholesome and family oriented as they are in these videos. Which, from my perspective, bruh, dude's filming a podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Or he could have.
Waited? No, bro. It's just a simple understanding. He's filming a podcast. He's busy. He's already known online. So brother is probably busy all the time. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Brother is the face of this whole shindig. He the face of it, even though it's not his, because we all know it at this point. It's not his business, but he's the face of it. So people are reaching out to the old nigga, you know what I'm saying, to see what's going on with the business, bro.
Like, if he really wanted to, he could have waited until the podcast was over. I don't know. But the second thing is, this Keith Lee video kind of exposed something that a lot of people probably already knew, but the masses thought that this, like the smokehouse was owned by the older black guy.
No.
Because he's been the mascot. He's been the dude in all the videos, pulling the bone from out the ribs, taste testing it. So people thought this was his restaurant, so hence made them want to support him even harder. But the Keith Lee video exposed the fact that this restaurant, was not owned completely by this older black guy. That is actually like a Hispanic restaurant owned by a Hispanic family. They are white passing, but they're not white per se. So people kind of felt hoodwinked, and that led to think pieces. And then once you couple that with, he couldn't come out the interview to meet Keith Lee, they thought, older dude is being dragged to do these, interviews and these several things for like a business that he don't own. He's been exploited. Conversations about proper compensation began to go viral. And essentially, at the end of these discussions, people began to say they don't want to support the restaurant anymore because, Keith Lee Exposed is not black-owned and how they treated Keith Lee.
Finding out that Tendernism destination was not black-owned was not on my bingo card in 2025. Especially people that talk about, me, as somebody that talks about generational trauma.
Generational trauma, because you think...
What are we talking about, bro? What does that have to do with you? What? So, I mean, bro, I feel like that's the problem with the world nowadays, bro. Like, you motherfuckers want everything to be as it seems. The whole time, bro, it's never as it seems, bro. It's never how it looks. It's never as white and black as we want it to be. Okay, it's always in between. It's always gray. You know what I'm saying, bro? All because the black man is not the owner of the business, it does not mean that y'all should support it no less. Why? Because at the end of the day, the black man is still supporting it, right? The black man is still promoting it. The black man is still doing what he got to do to make the business succeed. Okay? The black man is probably still getting as much offers and sponsorships and deals without the business even being involved in that shit. I'm pretty sure, bro. Like, y'all are concerned about the wrong things, bro. Like, y'all should just be here for the entertainment, for the videos, for the tendernism. But you motherfuckers is literally worried about the wrong shit. Oh, he doesn't own it, so I'm not going to support it no more. For what? If the food good, It don't matter who cook it. It don't matter who own it, bro. If the food is good, it's good. Okay? If you like the content, you like the content. It don't matter. But, I don't know, bro. Like, you niggas is weird.
This man got a job. It's crazy. Yo, black folks like this will talk you out of a good situation, bro. Don't listen to him, man.
And reparations. For everybody saying, I don't see the problem with it. The fact that this man was able to grow a business is exactly what slaves did in this country. We picked cotton, we made the US billions, and then they gave us our freedom.
These people are ridiculous, man. Comparing a 9-to-5 to slavery. First off, you don't even understand the framework of their working relationship. But let's just say he did have a 9-to-5. Don't listen to unemployed people online. They would have you crashing out and making bad life decisions. So let me get this straight. This dude, if he is a 9-to-5 employee, was a 9-to-5 employee before he came on the internet. Was a 9-to-5 employee before y'all knew who he was. Was they taking advantage of him when they was paying him salary and paying him to work and giving him a job before he became internet famous? Was it exploitation then?
Nope.
But it's exploitation because he's online working for the business and promoting it. I don't feel like this is exploitation at all. I feel like, if he proved his worth, then you come to the table and you ask for equity where it is. But to say, because he's not the owner 100%, the owner 100%, it's not his business 100%, that they are exploiting him is crazy. Where was y'all at when he needed a job? If he could have found a better job than this, he would have had a better job than this.
Facts.
Before the internet. But the fact that he didn't, these were the people who took care of him before y'all knew who he was. But now y'all found out who he was. Now y'all want to give y'all 3 cents and have him turn on the people who had his back before any one of you guys knew who he was. Y'all are out of your minds. Y'all are literally insane.
And
Pretty
now
much.
we're still fighting for reparations in 2025, while every other nationality that has ever been wronged in this country has pretty much...
Honestly too, bro, people like this truly grind my gears, gang, because it's like, why do you take everything and try to circle it back to slavery? Like, that shit's so fucking irritating, bro. I don't understand how you motherfuckers can hang around people like that all the time. Everything y'all talk about, they motherfucker want to talk about the white man and what the white man is doing and how it's all leading back to slavery. Or how we're all still slaves and the white man this, the white man that, and picking cotton and 80 years ago when we weren't even fucking alive or born. Like, that shit is irritating. I mean, there's no other way to put it, bro. It's irritating as fuck. Again, like you said, bro, these type of motherfuckers are talking another black person out of a really good position that they've gotten themselves in, okay? Mr. Tendernism, the black old guy, he got himself in that position. He started recording videos and posting that shit online. I'm pretty sure they didn't tell that nigga to do that. He just started doing it, and that shit just clicked and it ran. My nigga made a good-ass batch of ribs. He said, you know what, this shit falling off the bone. Let me make some videos. Started making videos and blew up. My nigga wasn't thinking about no white man. He wasn't thinking about him not owning this shit. You know why? Because again, he's getting paid now off TikTok. He's getting paid from the business itself. He got hella sponsors. I know he got sponsors, okay? I know he got deals. I know old nigga is going, man, he living right now. He really not even fucked up about the conversation we having. Man, come on, bro. Like, y'all doing too much, bro. People like this genuinely irritate me.
Some type of reparation. If this man does not get his own business, I will know that this is set up by design, because I'm not trying to be rude. Other than owning the business permit and being a renter of that building, what does the owner do? I didn't even know there was a different nationality in that building as far as ownership or who could be working on something. So part about giving black people equity back is allowing them to have money and investments in things. And if all that man has is a job, I'm not okay with this at all.
They did an interview with Willie D so they could speak on everything, including whether or not he's an employee or an owner, as well as the Keith Lee situation. And I'll be real, bro. Hearing these people kind of speak on this really made me feel bad for them, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, they just running a business, okay? And if Keith Lee showed up unexpected, if Keith Lee showed up when they wasn't really expecting him, is it like their obligation to treat Keith Lee better than they would treat anybody else and stop the podcast they've had scheduled, I would assume, for a while now, and then leave the podcast to go cater to Keith Lee? No, because they wouldn't do it for anybody else, right? But because of that, they're now getting more hate than I think they've ever expected in life.
So really solid. We were like 3 weeks out from planning it, and a lot of hiccups happened. We were so late in the day. But when we were doing it, we were just totally locked in. So I found out at the end of it was only 30 minutes too. It was a 30-minute podcast. Mm-hmm. So at the end, our head of security / host, Josh, came over. He was like, hey, Nick, man, it's like some guy came and he was trying to meet Walt to give him a $5,000 tip. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, because we've had like streamers come in, trying to like come in and get weird content. So we love the exposure, but we don't need weird exposure. So he took it. And he didn't know. That was another shocking thing. Me, my friend Walter French, who was off camera, and then one lady who was working that day are the only 3 people in the restaurant who knew who he was. And I was in shock. I didn't even know it was Keith Lee until like 15 minutes after I heard about the tip. So as soon as I got the idea, I started messaging him, and I went out into the parking lot trying to find him. I was hoping he was going to be at our restaurant when we were in Hemet in our original location. I know who he is. I'm a food guy, and I'm on the internet all the time. I do all our social media, so I'm well aware. And it would have been a great boost to us in Hemet, I figured he just never came because the level that we're at now, he likes to help out businesses that need more.
I ain't gonna lie though. Tendernism look lost as fuck. My nigga look like, why? He looking like, why am I in the camera? Especially if you the only one talking, why am I in the camera? You know what I'm saying? That's how he looking, bro. He just looking like zoned out, looking around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of really like he not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm gonna be honest, he ain't saying shit. But let's see though. He may end up saying a couple words.
So, but I would have been, if I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done.
This dude don't really strike me as as a colonizer, if that makes sense, right? Like you could smell the colonizer blood in the spirit
For sure.
in somebody, but this ain't no colonizer, bro. Like this is not a dude that I would say is like a mean-spirited human being. Right now, he a little clout thirsty, right? He a little clout demon, but like he's not a mean-spirited individual from my perspective. But yeah, I don't believe that they should have treated Keith Lee any differently. But if y'all had a podcast going on, stopping the podcast with any means to go ahead and talk to Keith Lee when you already had him there, no, that's disrespectful. Finish up your podcast and then go talk to Keith Lee if Keith Lee is still there. But apparently Keith Lee being unwilling to really respond back or link back up with them or have any type of conversations kind of shows that Keith Lee is salty that they couldn't link up with him, and he's still kind of mad at him, which I don't know why, right? Yo, if they were filming a podcast, they were filming a podcast. Why are you upset at these people for filming a podcast, right? So they addressed the fact that, now after they got done with Keith Lee, they addressed the old man is being taken advantage of narrative, and here's what they had to say. The first person who actually brought it up was actually the old man before anybody else about it.
Okay.
And then we talk about this here, because just misunderstand. It's 2026. We gonna clear everything. Now, and back, I want to let y'all know something. I lived too long, somebody taking advantage of me. That part of taking advantage of me, there's a lot of things people can do in life. That's not something we do here at Destination. This is one in the nation.
Yes, sir.
I remember just like the same two people on this podcast right now is the same two people know something about Destination. But see, the media just get off and run with this negative stuff, and I tell him all the time, don't be feeding into that negativity.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, you can tell right there with the little slap on the shoulder. You can tell they have a really, really good relationship, bro. You can tell that ain't no coonery going on from him, and ain't no colonizing going on from the other guy. You can tell, bro. You can tell that they was in this shit together. Okay, Brother Tendernism came in and he helped the fuck out, and he genuinely liked the business. He genuinely liked what he does. You can tell. Okay. You can tell he was with them before any exposure happened. He was with them, right? He was with them for them. You can tell, okay, just by the slap on the shoulder, bro. They have a very good relationship. That is obvious. Okay, so hearing it from his mouth, you niggas having that same mindset of, oh, he's being used and taken advantage of, you're weird, okay? Because why are you trying to put words and situations into something that he's already debunked? You know what I'm saying? He already just done. He done cleared the air. Ain't no funny business going on. I'm not getting taken advantage of. I'm too old to be taken advantage of, bro. I'm doing this shit because I want to. You know what I'm saying? It should be as simple as that. It really should have stopped right there. But of course it didn't. But it should have.
It's not just somebody trying to push, divide and conquer.
People want to know, like, Walt, you're doing so much to help this brand. Do Walter have ownership or equity in a Destination Smokehouse? Is that something that you can share?
Everybody's business ain't nobody's business. But this is how I put it. I'm telling you that. It's because it's my business. It's whatever. It's Nick's business. That sharing your business and all of this here, we just have Destination One in the nation. We on one kick. I can't get on sharing personal how much money or this and that. I'm letting, okay, we cut this dude to chase. He's not taking advantage of me. We're going to be here until the end.
And as far as ownership goes, as much as I'll say, because I'm going to respect Walt's privacy, Walt is definitely a part of this business. He is not an employee. I would be safe to say that the finances that we have both been able to increase into our bank account since we've been here has been something great for both of us. But talking numbers, talking any of that, I just don't think that's professional. I mean, we're not professional athletes where our agents are putting our contracts out there.
From what I gather from that, it looks like, right, they gave the old man some equity in the company.
Right, they
the
gave
old
him
man
some.
don't look like no dummy either. But what I would say, man,
You know what I'm saying?
My only advice to the old man, when you start talking to bosses, because I'm sure they probably own more equity than him, so they are
Of course.
bosses.
Of
When you
course.
start talking to
Come on
the
now.
bosses like, oh, we in this together until the end, oh, this is forever, this is never ending, that's usually when the exploitation starts.
Yeah, because they start to see in his mind, okay, so they start to see how he thinking. So now they start to think, okay, so maybe I can do a little extra, get a little over on him. Have him doing a little extra. I see where you're going with this, and it's facts. I'm gonna be honest. There are people out there in the world like that, bro. They'll use your kindness and take it as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes,
I would have
bro.
had that language, bro. Right? Especially with a boss, right? Especially in the workplace, right? Understand this. It's never personal. The minute these folks begin to understand that they could save a little more money or make a little more money with you not being in the picture, you will be out the picture. So understand. I want you to understand that.
For sure.
But for the most part, Dave has been good to you. They've employed you. You've done well. Now you own equity, right? Like, have loyalty and have principles and integrity, but don't start talking about, oh, this is until the end. It's almost never until the end. It almost always have an expiration date when doing business. Okay, but let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of it?
Facts, man. Like, after hearing everything, bro, especially from the horse's mouth, how do y'all actually feel about this shit now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you two trying to shadow ban me, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still posting these videos. You know what I'm saying? But let me know how y'all feel about this shit, bro. For real.